history is filled with stories of failure. Ours will end in triumph. I promise you. Join me and we will achieve victory.
We have fallen back to the tower. On all sides, the corrupted come for us. Our lines of defense are broken. Our compatriots flee. Those who could cover the distance have come to this ancient place seeking shelter. We are preparing fortifications. We will make our stand here. I do not think it will be enough. They have broken through. We no longer have means of escape, but we were able to seal the upper floors of the tower. Even now I can hear them battering against our barrier. We have rationed our food and supplies, our weapons. They will not last much longer. Sleepless nights are evident in frayed nerves and quiet tears. The Soul Wardens search my face for composure. I cannot save them, but I will not show them my despair. Supplies are exhausted. The tower shudders under their assault. There is nowhere else to go. Soon, they will ascend the stair, and all will be lost. They beg me to run, to preserve the Order's future. I will not be the last Soul Warden. I will not abandon my post.
Look at that! What a beauty! This will definitely get me back in Grandmother's good graces. You've saved my life, friend. But on second thought, I should make certain this is what I think it is. Reading! I've always had my nose in dusty old books. Maybe there's some opportunity in my earlier misfortune and my hobbies will finally earn my family's respect. I'm off to find a scholar who can tell me more.
You have been to the tower then, have you? The ghosts of my fellow Wardens call from there, demanding that I remember. Pain, sadness, regret. I have stemmed the waters of memory for many years. But the dam is breaking. I will tell you what happened. We were not the first to stand against the corrupted. Heroes of a lost age once harnessed the magic of the ancients to defend Aeternum. Delving into a tomb of legend, we found the ancient rites those heroes employed, and the Soul Warden Order was born. Harnessing the ancients' magics, Romano blessed us with a bulwark against corruption's influence. But this gift came at great sacrifice. We would never be the same again. Our newfound powers carried us to many victories. I began to believe we could actually vanquish the corrupted. But the Crimson Sorcerer was a wily foe. He learned our secrets and exploited them. One by one, my fellow Wardens became corrupted. The Tower of Arcturus is where we made our stand. In a final act of desperation, Constanta and I would leap from the heights. But in the end, I was alone. I have tried to honor the memory of my fallen friends, but the memories are too much. I am no longer a Soul Warden. There are no Soul Wardens anymore. There now. My story is complete. And you know the truth of who and what I was. End of my failure. I truly am the last. All that the Order was, all that it will be in this decaying mind of mine. I am sorry. You have come to me seeking a way to fight the darkness within. But I have nothing to offer. That is a terrible idea. The process required to harden one's soul against corruption demands a sacrifice. You cannot imagine. The days of the Soul Wardens are done with. And I have a great deal of fishing to do. Even if you were to pursue such a foolish notion, you would need to forge a weapon capable of combating corruption. And that would be difficult indeed. The angry earth is no longer generous with its seeds of power. There was once a huntress in these parts, an unfriendly and elusive sort. She spoke on the angry earth's behalf. You might ask about her in Oxborough, but getting her to give you a living seed, well, don't say I didn't warn you.
A fine piece of liver, and a perfect ram's horn. You sure you haven't done this before? Now, we shave off a bit of the horn, grind up some liver, and there it is. A healthy addition to Anwar's ancient miracle elixir. My great-aunt always said liver was good for you. Though I admit you're right about the smell. It could use some work. Nobody wants to buy an elixir that smells foul. My perceptive friend, fancy meeting you again. Do you remember my ancient miracle elixir? You wound me. Yes, the latest version of the elixir was pungent, but I know how to solve that little problem. Hydrangeas. They were my grandfather's favorite blossom. They'll do the trick. I just know it. Such lovely hydrangeas. You, my friend, have a knack for spotting good potion ingredients. Look, they even improve the elixir's color, not just the scent. I think we have gold in a bottle here. Finally, we reach my favorite part. Distributing free samples to needy townsfolk. Once they've had a taste, they'll be throwing coin at me for more. Do let me know how it goes. Who better than you? You've got the heroic look, and you radiate a certain aura of trustworthiness. It's a gift that not all of us have, especially not me.
What's this? More ancient relics? Oh, writings. Grandmother won't appreciate these. They hardly draw the eye. But I'll find a better use for them than sitting in our manor collecting dust. Hello again, friend. Imagine meeting you here. I found some antiquarians to help me assess the vase we found. And, well, they convinced me to join them. I'm working on some field studies here. Not just the vase. I feel this place better suits me. Finally, I can explore my own interests. But that brings me to my purpose here. We've heard disturbing rumors about looters in the vicinity. Not by myself. I'm of the more scholarly persuasion, so I was hoping you could do so for me. I've seen yellow-garbed knights lurking around the edges of the ruins. They should not be too hard to follow. Oh my, you recovered so many. They must have been hoarding these like squirrels. Ah, look at the damage they suffered. Such a shame. But they could still offer insights. I only wish... Wishing won't open their eyes. They care for only wealth and status, and I am not a child anymore. Falling short of my family's demands may have been for the best in the end. For that, I owe you my deepest thanks.
Just feel how plush these pelts are. They're bloody perfect. The noble families will be happy as a rabbit in a carrot field. Nice doing business with you, friend. You did what? With a what? A bear? Now that takes serious guts. Did you wind up spilling yours in the fight? You bet! Good news is sparse these days. Tell me everything. Every crunch of bone and spray of blood. And I'll make sure the people of Oxborough hear it all. Maybe with a few small embellishments, if you catch my meaning. What's that you're holding? I could use a good strong brew before me next hunt. Let me guess, one of Anware's? Don't look surprised. I've lived in Everfall at least as long as that old rascal. Well, nothing from Anware's killed me yet. Bottoms up. And give him my regards, will you?
Any packages meant for the household can be given to me. What's this? Anware's ancient miracle elixir? What a bizarre name. The label says it cures all aches, ailments, and heartaches. How could a potion cure heartache? Oh, I do feel less tense after a few sips. That's a pleasant surprise in these trying times. Thank you. No. More lilting. Oh, perhaps with a key change. No. Let it breathe. You caught me unawares. How may I be of assistance? Alas, I should have chosen a more private locale for this. Could you kindly forget what you saw and heard? My mistress would be quite irate if she learned I've been sneaking away to work on such a frivolous pursuit. If only my duty to my mistress did not prevent it. To be free of her, I must earn another patron. To complete my greatest work, I first need to hear it aloud, which means I must select an instrument. Can you play? Excellent. I have a guitar in my possession, but there may be a more fitting instrument for my work. The townsfolk have instruments we can borrow. Would you be so kind as to procure a handful and play them for me?
As of today, I've sold at least a dozen orders of Hanware's ancient miracle elixir. They're going faster than I can make them. And of course, I would never forget to pay my best friend in this endeavor. Of course it did. Hope is more potent than any potion. Though we live forever, ailment, despair, and darkness still plague us. Sometimes all we need to step back from the brink is a small sip of hope.
Fine day, is it not? The autumnal splendor of Everfall is always on full display. Stay a while. Enjoy the scenery. And be sure to buy a drink at the tavern. Well, now, that is a most curious request. Are you a lover of music? An artisan, perhaps? It so happens that I carry a flute, should I be in a musical mood. As long as you solemnly swear to return it, you may borrow it.
My hunch about this town was right. Did you know the jewelers deal in gold plating? These pampered city folk truly can't tell the difference. But what have you been up to? Well now, that's a bit strange. I was just hearing tavern talk the other day about some wild woman in the wood. Like a ghost, disappears when you look at her. I'd ask the captain of the scouts. I'll wager he knows something.
You look a bit worse for wear. I do apologize for sending you in blind. I had no luck finding any records of either Perseus or Lupus, aside from some useless myths about celestial wolves. As was I when I first set out to solve this mystery. But defending what? Against whom? And why go through the trouble of guarding inert blocks of stone? These are the questions that keep us antiquarians up at night. Let us assume that the ancients were not wasteful in what they built. Here's a tentative hypothesis. The towers only function when they are activated. The guardians merely deter intruders from tampering with them. Not particularly. I confess that at this point you have more practical experience with the towers than I do. I may need to promote you to co-author of my thesis at this rate.
I know one knows sniffing for information when I see one. I have certainly lived here long enough. Well, get on with it then. What do you want to know about? There's legends, and then there's truth. People talk nonsense. Say the huntress is part animal or some kind of spirit. She's actually just a recluse. Makes a shrine near the mines to the north her home. I'd look there.
Have you come to report a crime? I believe my guard captain, Frank, is better suited to handle the situation. It is quite heavy. I would hate for you to hurt yourself. But I suppose the moon and planets are aligned in a way that suggests better luck. Yes, you may. Return it in a timely manner, please.
The guitar may very well be suitable, but I will know the true voice of my work when I hear it. Ah, there it is. The flute produces the most whimsical sound. I can elicit soul-stirring melodies from such an instrument. Yes, this will do nicely. You hold on to it for now. We will return it later, along with the rest. Ah, there you are. My Magnum Opus is complete. I shall call it Winds of Autumn. Now, I must ensure it is heard far and wide. Without popular excitement, I will never gain the favor of a suitable patron. I cannot be the one to deliver my work unto the world. To gain a reputation for being a great composer, we must create the impression that my music has spread far and wide. In this business, as in many others, reputation is everything. Very astute. I would like you to play the part of a traveling bard. Find individuals of influence throughout the town and play my melody before them. Ensure that you mention my pen name, Composer Marseilles.